Andrew Tate's darkest chapter, the fall from control to confinement. The most sorrowful part of Andrew Tate's life can arguably be traced to his downfall from a position of global dominance into one of isolation, public ridicule, and uncertainty about his future. For years, Tate carefully crafted an identity built on control, success, and invincibility, portraying himself as a man untouched by fear, weakness, or dependency. Yet when his arrest in Romania thrust him into the center of legal battles and endless media scrutiny, that identity began to unravel in ways that even he could not fully control. For a figure who once defined himself by freedom, wealth, and absolute independence, being confined under state authority was not merely a legal challenge, it was a personal collapse. It forced him to confront the bitter irony of being powerless in a system he had long mocked, stripped of the ability to live by his own rules. The very world that once admired or envied his lifestyle turned its eyes toward his downfall, dissecting his every move and amplifying his humiliation, leaving him trapped in a cycle where his bravado could no longer shield him from the weight of reality. Yet, beyond the external spectacle of headlines, debates, and viral controversies, the deepest sorrow lay in his internal struggle, a battle invisible to the cameras but relentless within his mind. The loneliness of confinement, the erosion of trust, and the sting of seeing his reputation fracture in the eyes of millions cut far deeper than the cold walls of any prison cell. For a man who had built his empire on the illusion of total control, perhaps the harshest truth was realizing that control was something he no longer possessed. In that silence, away from the noise of followers and critics, he faced a vulnerability he had always denied, doubts about loyalty, the fear of abandonment, and the heavy uncertainty of whether his legacy will be remembered as strength or downfall. Regardless of one's opinion of him, that period revealed the sorrowful paradox of Andrew Tate, a man who taught the world that he could never be broken, yet was forced to live through a chapter that tested every piece of his unbreakable image.